A train station buried underground, protests shaking the city, and billions of euros slipping through the cracks. Stuttgart 21 isn't just a railway project, it's a national scandal. Once pitched as Germany's gateway to the future, this €11 billion mega project has become a cautionary tale of political missteps, endless delays, and environmental destruction. With 57 kilometers of tunnels and a price tag that keeps climbing, some wonder if it's worth it at all. How did Stuttgart's ambitious dream turn into Germany's worst infrastructure nightmare? Let's find out. Stuttgart is a city known for its beauty, nestled in a valley surrounded by hills, vineyards, and forests. But what most people don't see is how much the city struggles with transportation. In 2024, getting around Stuttgart isn't easy. Traffic jams have become part of everyday life. The city is one of the most congested in Germany, with drivers wasting over 50 hours each year stuck in traffic. That's more than 2 full days of your life gone just waiting for the car ahead to move. Roads like B27 and B14 are often gridlocked, especially during rush hours when thousands of commuters flood the streets. Why is this happening? Stuttgart is a major hub for business, industry, and tourism. It's home to world-famous companies like Mercedes-Benz and Porsche, which bring people to the city worldwide. The population has grown steadily, and the number of cars on the road has increased even faster. But Stuttgart's infrastructure hasn't kept up. The roads were built for a smaller city, not the bustling center it has become today. Public transportation helps, but it's not enough. The S-Bahn and U-Bahn trains are crowded, especially during peak hours, and delays are common. Many people still rely on cars because they find them more reliable, but this only adds to the traffic chaos. Something had to change. This is where the Traffic 21 project comes in. It's not just a railway project, it's a massive transformation of the city's transportation system. The heart of the plan is to replace Stuttgart's old train station with a new underground station. The current station, a terminal station, forces trains to stop and reverse direction, which wastes time and limits the number of trains that can pass through. The new station will change all that. By moving underground, it will become a through station, allowing trains to pass straight through the city without stopping. This might sound simple, but it's not. The project is one of the largest infrastructure undertakings in Germany's history. Construction began in 2010, but the idea goes back much further. The plan was first announced in 1994, after years of discussing how to modernize Stuttgart's railway system. The project officially got the green light in 2007 when a financing agreement was signed by the federal government, the state of Baden-Württemberg, the city of Stuttgart, and other partners like Deutsche Bahn and Stuttgart Airport. Why is this project so important? Well, Stuttgart is a key point on the European rail network. It connects major cities like Paris, Vienna, and Munich. Improving this hub means faster travel not just within Germany but across Europe. For example, once the project is finished, the trip from Stuttgart to Ulm will take just 30 minutes instead of the current 54. Traveling from Stuttgart to the airport will take only 8 minutes compared to 27 minutes today. These time savings are expected to convince more people to choose trains over cars, reducing traffic and cutting down on air pollution. The technical and engineering details of Stuttgart 21 are fascinating. The new underground station is being built about 11 meters below ground. This features a unique design with 28 chalice-shaped pillars that support a roof with large glass skylights. These skylights will flood the station with natural light, making it feel open and welcoming despite being underground. Each of these chalices is a feat of engineering, requiring hundreds of tons of steel and concrete to construct. But the station is just one part of the project. In total, Stuttgart 21 involves building 57 kilometers of new railway tracks. This includes 30 kilometers of tunnels which will run beneath the city and its surrounding areas. The tunnels are being dug using a combination of massive tunnel boring machines and traditional methods like blasting and excavation. It's a complex process as the tunnels have to navigate around existing infrastructure, underground rivers, and the soft clay soil that Stuttgart is built on. The path of the new railway lines is carefully planned, Trains from the north will enter the city through the Feuerbach Tunnel and the Bad Cannstatt Tunnel. These tunnels connect the new station to existing lines leading to cities like Mannheim and Frankfurt. From the station, trains heading east will travel through the Filder Tunnel, which runs 9 kilometers under the city to reach the new Filder station near Stuttgart Airport. This station will serve both regional and long-distance trains, making it a key hub for travelers flying in and out of Stuttgart. Beyond the airport, the Wendling-im-Ulm high-speed line connects Stuttgart to southern Germany with tracks designed for speeds up to 250 kilometers per hour. To the south, trains will pass through the Obertürkheim tunnel and connect to lines leading to cities like Tübingen. And to the west, new tracks will link Stuttgart to Karlsruhe and other destinations. This network is designed to handle more trains than the current system, reducing delays and making it easier for people to travel around the region. The project isn't just about transportation. Stuttgart 21 also opens up new possibilities for the city itself. By moving the tracks and station underground, large areas of land in the city center will be freed up for redevelopment. Plans include new parks, residential neighborhoods, and commercial spaces. The Rosenstein district, for example, will cover 100 hectares, with half of that area dedicated to housing and green spaces. This is a chance to transform Stuttgart into a more livable and sustainable city. As you can see, Stuttgart 21 is more than just a railway project. It's a vision for the future of the city. But getting there hasn't been easy. So far, the project has taken over a decade, and its challenges are as big as the project itself. From the moment it was first announced, Stuttgart 21 has faced an uphill battle. What should have been a symbol of progress quickly became a flashpoint for protests and debates. In 2010, tens of thousands of people took to the streets holding signs, chanting slogans, and even forming human chains around the construction site. These weren't just small gatherings. On one day in October, over 100,000 people marched in opposition, turning the project into a nationwide controversy. Why were so many people against it? Well, for some, it was the cost, originally estimated at 4.5 billion euros. The budget has ballooned to over 11 billion euros. Critics argue that the money could have been better spent on upgrading the existing railway network or investing in renewable energy projects. For others, it was the environmental impact. Stuttgart lies in a valley with rich underground water resources. The tunneling required for the project sparked fears of disrupting the groundwater and harming the city's famous mineral springs. Activists worried about the destruction of beloved green spaces, including the Schlossgarten Park, where trees hundreds of years old were cut down to make way for construction. Even the project's geology presented challenges. Stuttgart's soil is a mix of clay and rock, making tunneling incredibly difficult. Engineers had to deal with cave-ins, water seepage, and delays caused by unstable ground. One prominent architect warned early on that the ground was simply too unpredictable for such large-scale underground work. These concerns were brushed aside at first, but later became undeniable as construction stretched far beyond its original timeline. Then came Black Thursday in 2010, a day many in Stuttgart still remember vividly. Protesters gathered to block the falling of trees in the Schlossgarten. When police arrived with water cannons, pepper spray, and batons, the clashes left hundreds injured and one man permanently lost his eyesight. The images of peaceful demonstrators being sprayed with water jets made headlines across Germany, turning Stuttgart 21 into a symbol of government overreach for its opponents. Inside Deutsche Bahn, the mood wasn't much better. In 2017, a leaked document revealed that company executives regretted starting the project. They admitted that if they had known about the complexities and costs beforehand, they might have chosen not to proceed. But by then, stopping wasn't an option. Too much money had been spent, and abandoning the project would have been an even greater financial disaster. Delays have become another hallmark of Stuttgart 21. When construction began in 2010, officials promised that trains would be running through the new station by 2019. That deadline came and went, replaced by new estimates 2025, then 2026. Even now, parts of the project, like the Gaubahn connection to the airport, won't be finished until 2032 at the earliest. Each delay adds to the cost, fueling criticism and deepening public frustration. Despite all this, supporters of Stuttgart 21 argue that it's a necessary investment. They point to the long-term benefits: faster travel times, reduced traffic, and more modern, efficient railway system. They see the protests, the delays, and even the skyrocketing costs as temporary obstacles on the path to progress. And maybe they're right, but the road to that progress has been anything but smooth. As we wait to see how this saga ends, one thing is clear: Stuttgart 21 will be remembered as one of Germany's most ambitious and controversial infrastructure projects. Hey, if you think this story is wild, you won't believe what happened with Berlin's new airport. Check out our next video, Inside Berlin's New Airport, the $8 billion disaster, for another tale of big dreams and even bigger challenges.